Hey guys, what's up? It's Anushka. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. So for today, we are doing something pretty crazy. So we're going to be making hot cocoa bombs. So I don't know if you guys have seen on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, YouTube, but there have been so many people who've been making these hot cocoa bombs. So basically what they are, if you don't know, are these hollow chocolate like spheres that are filled with hot cocoa mix and marshmallows and candy canes and all these fun things, and then when you put them in a mug and you pour hot milk over it, it just explodes. So I thought this would be super fun to try. But before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook to see more baking videos and cake decorating tips and tricks. And without further ado, let's just get into the video. So I'm going to be showing you guys what I'm supposed to be doing, and really I don't really know how to make the hot cocoa bombs because there's not many like tutorials on them. It's kind of just like the TikTok videos of making them, so I decided that we just kind of go for it today. But first, we're going to start with our chocolate and making the actual sphere. So I got these silicone molds from Amazon, and they're just like the little spheres. And so basically what we have to do is melt this chocolate and then fill the spheres with them. So let's just get into that. So I'm using Lindt chocolate, 70%. So I'm going to melt this down, and then we're going to start coating the silicone molds with the chocolate. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own. Okay, you guys, so I just melted my chocolate and it looks absolutely gorgeous. I will show you guys some close-ups of what I'm gonna do next. But just to like kind of explain what I'm doing, I'm gonna take these molds, and I'm not exactly sure how this works, but I'm throwing in like half a spoon of chocolate into each of the molds. I'm gonna show you some close-up shots after this, but I'm just throwing in half a spoon of chocolate, and what I'm doing is I'm gonna take this brush and just kind of like paint it around the mold where it's not gonna crack, and then I'm just moving the mold around to make sure that I'm coating all of the sides and it's spilling out, but that's fine, we can always clean it up. So I also saw one of them where it's like you paint the mold gold first, and then when you put the chocolate on top, then it gives it like a really nice look. So I'm gonna do that too, just do a couple of different ones so that we have some variety. But yeah, basically I'm just gonna keep going with this. As you can see, this is kind of what it looks like right now. It's just like a chocolate covered sphere. So I'm just gonna keep going with that, and then I will be back to show you guys what happens next after I put these in the freezer. I'm actually not really sure if you're supposed to put them in the freezer or the fridge. I'm just gonna stick them in the freezer though, because why not? So I'm just gonna keep doing this, and then I'll be back later. Okay guys, I'm back, and it's kind of been a little bit, so let me just explain what's been happening. So like you guys saw, I put my chocolate into these molds and they're in the freezer, but I noticed that the coat was a little bit thin, so I just melted some more chocolate down right here, and I waited till it cooled so it was a little bit thicker than the last one. And what I'm gonna do is give everything a second coating. So I'm just gonna go through and give it a second coating so that it doesn't crack. And also I'm just going to explain what's going to happen because I'm going to have to show you guys some close-ups, so it's going to be kind of difficult to explain then. But basically I'm going to take this cake pan right here, and I'm going to just heat it up, like the bottom of it on the stove, so it's nice and hot. So then when I grab my hot cocoa bombs, obviously I'm going to fill them with all the things I'm going to show you right now, and then I'm going to put one side on the pan so it's kind of like melty, and then secure it to the other side so then it like seals the ball, and then we can decorate it. So first I melted down some white chocolate that I'm going to put in a piping bag, and this is going to be great to do some deco on the outside of the hot cocoa bombs, a nice contrast from the dark chocolate. And then I just have a ton of super fun fillings and deco stuff. So first I just have some candy canes that I crushed to make it easier to put on top, and I have an assortment of different chocolates. So I have some Lindt peppermint truffles and some sugar cookie Hershey Kisses, and then some hot chocolate Hershey Kisses. And then I have, again, this is the milk chocolate that I'm using to do a second coating, and I'm just letting it cool down so it's not super hot when I put it in. And then I have some mini marshmallows. And then I have some sprinkles. So I'm also going to be talking more about these sprinkles in another video that I have coming up, so definitely stay tuned for that. But there I have some gold sprinkle mix, and then I also have a red sprinkle mix. I don't even know if I'm going to use all this stuff, but I decided to just have more options anyway, so that we can have fun with it later on. And then of course I also have some Swiss Miss hot cocoa mixes. So basically next time you're gonna be seeing me is when I'll be kind of making the hot cocoa bombs, and I want to give you like a close-up shot of that, and I'll talk more about them at the end before we do the milk test. So I'll see you guys then, and I'm gonna go ahead and give these a second coat. So let's go. Okay guys, so I just finished decorating them, and I must say they do look pretty nice. Some of them are kind of cracked a little, but you guys saw all the decorating. So now it's time to do the test, and I'm going to take one of these. Preferably, for now, I'm going to do one of them that's a little bit cracked, but we're going to put it in the mug, and then I'm going to take some hot milk in a jar and just pour it over. And we're gonna see if it actually works. So I'm gonna show you guys some close-up shots of that, and let's just go ahead and do it, and then I'll be back at the end to give you guys some tips on how I did these. So let's go. Okay guys, so that just happened. It worked so well, as you could see. These were mini hot cocoa bombs, by the way. That's why I only filled the mug halfway, just because I wanted it to be like small. But let's try it and see. Oh, that is so good. And I put peppermint in it, so it's like really pepperminty. Not usually how I have my hot chocolate, but I have to say that's really good. So it's worked perfectly, and I'm so glad. I just have a few takeaways that I want to let you guys know before you try this on your own, and I'll also insert pictures of some of the hot cocoa bombs so you can see what they look like. But few takeaways. First thing, when you're doing your hot cocoa bomb and you're putting the chocolate into the mold, make sure you do a double coat, because if you don't, they're just going to crack because they're going to be so thin. So make sure that you put your hot cocoa peppermint. Make sure you put your hot cocoa in, your chocolate in the mold, put it in the freezer, and then when it's frozen enough, then go in with the second layer and work quickly because it's gonna set really fast. And then make sure it's frozen before you continue. Also, I'd really recommend using a cake pan. I'm sure most of you probably have any type of cake pans or like a skillet or something. Heat it up and then you can just keep it with you as you're going. Another thing, I used white chocolate to do the drizzle on top, which I think looked really cute in a lot of them. And also when you can also use gold, like as you saw me do in the beginning when I painted the mold, and it actually turned out really beautiful. For this one, I used semi-sweet or 70% chocolate, so basically dark chocolate, and then I did one of them with milk, and they worked the exact same, so I guess you could use milk, dark, or white. And yeah, this tastes so good. You can literally put anything you want in here. I just put some chocolate in this one and peppermint, and it was just delicious. So that is it for today's video, guys. Sorry this is such a mess. I guess that's what Christmas baking is about. But yeah, so I will see you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And I'll see you guys later for a super fun video. Have a great day, guys. Bye.